quite frankly, why do you get to waltz into a city clerk position without an honest job search, Chuck? It's nothing personal. I really don't have anything against him being a part of the process. But we're not even doing a job search. You guys are putting less work in than I would looking for a guy to do my roof. I mean, come on, guys. This is embarrassing to the city. And you look like jokes, and not all of you. I'm not trying to say that, but as a council, even you know to the people who you haven't spoken to are like, why would my alderman support something like this? They think you guys don't have control of your own council or your own city. It's embarrassing for me to try to explain to people how low this process is swung. I could put in my application. I didn't know that. I have a master's degree in mass media communication. I mean, come on now. I'm more qualified than he is for that office. What does he know about FOIA requests? Not to be rude, but a telling sign is that he said he'd bring that office into the 20th century. Pop quiz hot shots. What century is it? That's right. Are we going backwards, anyone? All right. Well, that sounds pretty ridiculous then, doesn't it? I'm supposed to trust somebody born before the advent of the Apple computer that he's going to modernize our systems? That's not meant to be personal. It's the simple reality that there are more qualified candidates that are less ingrained in the city politics of this mired swamp. Because quite frankly, this city council has spent my entire life running scams, pulling games, and somebody wanted to mention Davlin. His death closed 3 different federal investigations. So if you want to bring up the past, tell the truth. Because the simple fact is that city council was corrupt, and so's this one at this point. If you're just going to install a clerk off a simple majority vote, off a scam introduction, what kind of process is this? Again, this is the kind of process you see from a games of politics as usual. The old nepotistic pat on the back, old boys club. What do you know about IT? Is that a joke? I mean, are we kidding here? Like, am I supposed to take this seriously? There are people half the age of the people on this alderman that could do the jobs way better because they're actually acquainted with what's going on in the current now. They would go to other cities. It sounds like somebody's been interning Chuck, because I don't want to move past that. That sounds like he's been getting groomed for this job the entire time. Anybody else hear that? Because I know you guys heard that. He's practically met with everyone involved with that office. That doesn't sound like a job search or a candidate search. It sounds like we knew who was going to be city clerk before it even got considered. And that should upset the alder people who are getting this jammed down their throat by people who violated official state rules about meeting and discussing city business outside of council. How many of you were present? Was it a quorum? Was it a public meeting? Do you have closed meeting minutes, guys? Because it sounds like I'm going to be doing some FOIA requests of my own for those internal communications you guys have been having. Because I'm almost positive you've been violating those rules to reach a quorum and a knowing that you wouldn't introduce this amendment if you didn't have those 6 votes to pass it. So that's completely ridiculous. It makes you guys look corrupt. It makes you look inept at even pulling this off because you're embarrassing yourselves. You make it seem like, oh, well, nobody sent me an app, guys. He just resigned. You yourselves at this very meeting, because we have video, said that you were going to wait to do the process. That's exactly what was said. And now you're saying because somebody who, again, has been interning behind closed doors was the only one you wanted to consider, because I'll tell you the real truth about why all this is going on in this little dog and pony show that we're watching is because somebody gets to appoint Ward 1 alderman. Who's it going to be, Misty? I bet you already know the name, don't you? Yes, you do. Don't give me that garbage. Just like you guys had this figured out 2 months ago, apparently, since we didn't do an open job search, an application process, or even an attempt to put out a job search. You're making Chuck look bad by doing this, because now he looks like a jerk who's trying to take advantage of something instead of actually following a real process that's been laid out in other places. That's my time. Thank you.
The next person signed up to speak is